Hello everybody and welcome to the Nashville Super Speedway for the 2025 NR2003 NASCAR Xfinity Series Tennessee Lottery 250 here in Nashville. Ross Chastain leads us to the green alongside young Jesse Love as we are green and underway here in the Music City. Who is going to win here in Nashville? We are going to find out. As in the front of the field is Ross Chastain clearing Jesse Love for the lead early in this race. Here in Nashville, he will lead Love and Eric Almirola. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit raspy or a little bit congested. You know, I've been dealing with a sickness ever since coming back from my trip to Charlotte for the Coke 600 race weekend. But Chastain will lead the opening lap of racing here in Nashville. A few laps later, the two of Jesse Love with a mechanical issue. The car just coming to a stop. Some sort of big issue on Jesse Love's car. Midway through stage 1 on lap 29. Here in Nashville, the two just, I don't know what happens. The car just shuts off. The engine just shuts off on them. And Love will roll to a complete stop here on the back straightaway, which is going to bring out our first caution of the night. And also under that caution, somehow Taylor Gray had a suspension failure. So Taylor Gray is going to be out of this race in the 54, finishing in dead last. It was really unfortunate for him. He was trying to continue momentum after a solid 8th place run at Charlotte last week. Now he ends up here in dead last in Nashville. Jesse Love is still in this race, but he is 2 laps down in 37th. So he has a lot of issues and a lot of work to do if he wants to get back to the front. But meanwhile, Justin Allgaier, Ross Chastain's teammate at Junior Motorsports, has taken the lead away here in Nashville. And Allgaier will try to get his second win of the season here at Nashville. Don't count out Chastain back to the inside. Here comes Ross Chastain right back to the inside of Justin Allgaier for the race lead here in Nashville. But Allgaier going to clear him on the outside lane of turn 1 and 2. Justin Allgaier, your new leader in Nashville. Now, the caution will come out a little bit later. I believe it was for a Kyle Sieg spin, but I couldn't quite catch what happened. That was just my best guess of looking at where the cars were on the track at that time. So now we get back underway here on lap 39. Allgaier alongside the 19, the veteran of Eric Almirola on the outside lane. Of course, Almirola already a winner at Phoenix earlier this season. Now he will easily drive his way to the race lead. Eric Almirola leading the way here in Nashville. Here over Justin Allgaier and Ross Chastain with just about 9 laps to go in stage 2. Now here we are to the very last lap of stage number 1 here in Nashville, and it's going to be Eric Almirola picking up his second stage win of the season. Almirola wins stage 1 in Nashville, followed by Allgaier, Chastain, Brandon Jones, and Eckes the top 5, and Corey Day, William Sawalich, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, and Sam Mayer your top 10. So stage 1 in Nashville here goes to Eric Almirola. Now we're going to move to stage number 2. So to begin stage number 2 here, lap 52, is Justin Allgaier on the outside lane with a great restart there. He's going to be able to easily clear Eric Almirola to turn 1. Allgaier in that Hellman Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports surges his way to the race lead. Allgaier now in control for the first time tonight here in Nashville on lap 52 ahead of Eric Almirola and his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate of Brandon Jones. How about Corey Day? Having a really impressive start to his day here, running in 4th place right now. Day having a very impressive performance in that Hendrick number 17, but it's Justin Allgaier out in front of the pack leading here in Nashville. Now a little bit later, now on to lap 80 here midway through stage 2 and lap traffic. Here comes Austin Hill, your 2-time defending NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. Takes the lead away from Justin Allgaier here in Nashville. As look, he's got the outside lane rolling. Zips around the outside lap car of Blaine Perkins. He will take the lead over Justin Allgaier in 2nd and Sam Mayer in 3rd. So Austin Hill uses the outside lane to take the lead in lap traffic. Now here he comes on to lap 94, coming down pit lane for our scheduled green flag pit stops here at the end of stage 2. Austin Hill is in, as is Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Ross Chastain. That will leave Corey Day out on the racetrack, as well as your new race leader, Eric Almirola on the 19. Now Almirola will come in the ensuing lap for his scheduled pit stop here. Corey Day follows him in, so that should cycle things back out as Sanchez comes in to the 21 of Austin Hill as he comes out of pit lane all the way back to the exit of pit road and the exit of turn 1, entrance of turn 2, where we'll find the 21 of Austin Hill, your 2-time defending Xfinity Series champion, rolling his way to the pit exit line. So Austin Hill actually has been beat here by the 19 of Eric Almirola on the pit cycle. The ensuing lap, so Eric Almirola will cycle out to the race lead here in Nashville. That Joe Gibbs Racing pit crew having a tremendous stop to get Eric Almirola the lead ahead of Austin Hill and put him in a great spot to sweep the stages here tonight in Nashville. So now here we are on the last lap of stage 2, and it will be a dominant stage sweep thanks to a little help from the pit crew. Eric Almirola wins stage 2 and sweeps the stages in Nashville. Second place will be the 21 of Austin Hill, followed up by Ross Chastain, Brandon Jones, and Sam Mayer, the top 5, and Corey Day, Justin Allgaier, the 6th and 7th. How about Ryan Sieg 8th, William Sawalich 9th, and the final stage point goes to Carson Quaffle in the 1. So Eric Almirola picks up the stage sweep here in Nashville, and now we go to the third and final stage of racing here in the Music City. So here we are, the Almirola and Austin Hill in the front rows. Get back underway in the final stage here. Going to have 69 laps to go here in Nashville. It is Eric Almirola and Austin Hill who will lead the way here over, of course, former Cup Series Nashville winner Ross Chastain right there lurking their tire tracks. But Eric Almirola will clear Austin Hill, and Almirola continues his dominant performance tonight here in Nashville as he will lead early in the final stage of racing with just 69 laps to go in the Music City over Austin Hill and Brandon Jones. So now here we are on lap 134. Eric Almirola gets a little slow in turns 1 and 2. Austin Hill jumps to his outside, and here comes the 21. Once again, Austin Hill, a very impressive run here tonight in Nashville. Surges by Eric Almirola to take the race lead in the 21. Austin Hill to the lead here in Nashville with just 54 laps to go. He'll get by Eric Almirola as he looks to get his second win of the season and continue to establish himself as one of the favorites to get the championship and make it a three-peat. So now back, late caution would come out for debris. So we have a restart here, just 6 laps to go. Austin Hill on the inside lane, Ross Chastain on the outside. And here comes the 9. A great restart from Ross Chastain. Big moment on the outside lane. Can he clear Austin Hill into turn 3 and 4? Hill trying to stay close to him. Got a shove from Almirola, but he had to check up on entry. And Ross Chastain has found his way back to the race lead with just 5 laps to go in Nashville. Here comes Brandon Jones in the 20. He was runner-up a week ago in Charlotte, trying to do one spot better here tonight, chasing down Ross Chastain for the race lead into 3 and 4. Coming to 2 to go this time by Hill and Jones continue to battle for second. Eric Almirola lurking in 4th, trying to find a way by as Chastain holds the lead with just 2 to go. And now here at Nashville, now just coming to the white flag final lap presented by Credit One Bank here in Nashville for Ross Chastain, the Watermelon Man. Has had started on the pole, led the first 26 laps of the race, now has found his way back to the front in this late race restart. How can he hold up the 20? He has a huge run coming from Brandon Jones. Here comes the 20, who has not won since last season, but of course, Jones back with Joe Gibbs Racing as runner-up last week. Can he beat Chastain here? Good run out of turn 4, but he's going to run out of time. And down the front straightaway, Ross Chastain wins in Nashville over Brandon Jones, Eric Almirola, Austin Hill, and Carson Quaffle, the top 5. What a finish here in Nashville. Ross Chastain, your winner, leading just 36 of 188 laps, getting his 3rd career NASCAR Xfinity Series win. So Chastain picks up the win as you look at your final race results here from Nashville. And a thrilling finish. Once again, Brandon Jones, the bridesmaid, for the 2nd week in a row. Eric Almirola, a strong performance, sweeping the stages, but ends up coming home in 3rd. Austin Hill gets the Xfinity fastest lap bonus point. Almost had the win if it wasn't for that late debris caution. Cost him the victory there. Carson Quaffle, a solid top 5 run. Corey Day, very impressive, coming home 6th place in that Hendrick number 17. Then Christian Eckes, your points leader, Connor Zilich, Justin Allgaier, Nick Sanchez round out the top 10. Throughout the rest of the grid, you see Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, a couple of Fords there with Ryan Sieg in the top 15. Then down to the rest of the grid, Jesse Love, Sammy Smith, multiple laps down, 27th and 28th. Not the finishes they're looking forward. So your update Xfinity Series playoff standings, 14 races down, 12 to go in the regular season. We remain at 6 points eligible winners punched into the playoffs. Christian Eckes, Carson Quaffle, Sammy Smith, and now Brandon Jones have very comfortable points cushions above the cut line. And then Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, the Haas Factory duo, both right on the bubble, 18 and 20 points above the cut line respectively, with Williams Sawalich, Josh Williams, Ryan Sieg, and Harrison Burton on the outside looking in, heading into next week where NASCAR makes its debut in Mexico City. Gonna be an exciting one. We will see how that one transpires next week here on the Stephen McQueen YouTube channel. So here's your updated playoff standings. Congrats to Ross Chastain on the win here in Nashville. And as we conclude this episode, as always, I'm going to give a special shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to our newest channel members, DWR and JJ. Thank you very much for their support, as well as our returning channel members of Brenda Breen and Jeremy Isley. Thank you very much to all four of them for their support. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. Continues to help me and this channel continue to grow and produce some awesome content here on YouTube. Now pushing towards 2,000 subscribers. So those of you that are watching this video and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I would really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you want to become a paid channel member and get shout out in videos like these and join the list who I have here, link is in the description down below. And until next episode, where we will be debuting in Mexico City, I hope you all have a good one.